MMA Boxing Talk here. This is a post-fight video for Yair Rodriguez versus BJ Penn. Rodriguez gets a second round TKO over the legend BJ Penn. Um, Spectacular performance. I mean, next level shit. Just as everyone knows. And BJ Penn is 37, 38. Hasn't fought in two and a half years. And just because he's trained at Greg Jackson's doesn't mean he's going to be a totally new fighter, right? But great performance by Yair Rodriguez. Congratulations to him. Um, my prediction video was spot on. I said second round TKO, and what I said was that when I described it, I said I wouldn't be, like a one shot KO kick. I think he would drop BJ and then finish him with ground and pound. Obviously, that's why I went second round TKO, and that's exactly what happened. It was like the first shot thrown in the beginning of the second round. Yair Rodriguez landed a beautiful right front kick, which almost didn't fully make contact with BJ's face, but just grazed him enough to get BJ to lean over to the one side, and he followed up with a beautiful straight right, which dropped BJ, and then he finished the deal with a lot of ground and pound. BJ was upset it got stopped too early, but there's no way that was stopped too early. Great call, great finish. The first round was, it was competitive for the first minute or two maybe. BJ was landing some decent shots with his hands. Yair has a great chin. We saw that in the Caceres fight. But Yair lands 3, 4 beautiful kicks to the head of BJ Penn. BJ Penn takes it like a champ. But the kicks to the body as well, the leg kicks. He was just totally outclassed, which I had a feeling this was going to happen. As much as I love BJ Penn and he's a legend, it's just a new era. And Yair Rodriguez is a totally different cat. We're in a new year, we're in a new era, and Yair Rodriguez really sticks out as a unique fighter. So that's saying something. And BJ Penn was never a extremely technical fighter when it comes to stand up anyway. He was always very aggressive and tough, and he could just keep coming forward. But he never faced a guy like Yair Rodriguez. There's nobody that's faced a guy like Yair Rodriguez, so it's very tough for anyone, let alone a 38-year-old legend who hasn't fought in 2.5 years. And how many fights has he had? The last time he was active, BJ Penn, it's been like 6 years. Last year he was active, or I think he had 2 fights. It was 2011, and he's had maybe 3 or 4 fights since then. You know what I mean? So anyway, interesting. Longest. I'm just reading this. Longest featherweight win streak. Right now, Max Holloway has 9. Conor McGregor has 8, and I believe Yair has 7, or maybe 6. But anyway, Yair's number 3 behind Conor and Max Holloway. Of course, I want to see Max Holloway fight Jose Aldo, since we're talking about featherweight. As for Yair Rodriguez, I'm not really sure who they give him. I don't even have the rankings in front of me, but I'm sure they could come up with a great matchup for Yair next. Hopefully a top 10 guy. I think he deserves it for sure. He was ranked number 10, coming into this fight. BJ Penn wasn't ranked, but you got to give him a top 10 guy. There's no doubt. Maybe a Cub Swanson. Who knows? Frankie Edgar, Ricardo Lamas. Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens, that's an interesting fight. Yeah, I don't know. There's obviously, I wish I had the rankings in front of me, but regardless, let me know what you guys think. Who you want to see Yair fight next? What did you think of his performance? And if you think BJ Penn should call it quits or not. This was definitely not a favorable matchup for BJ Penn. If he would have ended up fighting Dennis Seaver, it probably would have went better for him. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens next. But he took a wicked beating. to the head, to the body. I'm sure he got a concussion or two there, but I feel bad for the old guy. Tough as nails, as always. A true legend, and it sucks to see them go out that way, but that's what happens. We saw that. Not quite as bad with BJ, but so much worse with Randy Couture when he fought Lyoto Machida. That was brutal. Chuck Liddell got knocked out, I think, 3 times in a row, of course, and it's rough. They never know when to quit. Look at Roy Jones Jr. It's terrible. But anyway, it is what it is. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, subscribe. Also, check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.